Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. Now it's just another ranking video. So since before I made a review for the DC trailers that they put out like say 2 days ago. So now we're gonna do like say another video. This is not gonna be another DC video. This is gonna be my ranking on all 26 main characters and how were they in season 4. Yeah, like say if they're good. If they're bad characters in season 4, yeah, the main characters. I'm not talking about characters like Benny, Chandler, or the Casa Grandes because the main characters and the side characters are like say more on like say the characters that are like say useful to the show. The Casa Grandes, Benny, and Sam. Yeah, I think they're kind of like say more on other characters or like say background or tertiary characters. Yeah, I think they don't. Yeah, they're not really side characters. They're just kind of like say background characters, you know. So, anyways, let's get ready. If wondering who are the main characters for the Loud House, I'll go put down the 26 main characters list. Okay, not my list, just the main characters list. Anyways, let's get started. Coming in last place, unfortunately, is Flip. Now for me, he has some really funny moments and sometimes this season, like a few parts in Ruben and Horde and some episodes like on Thin Ice. But for me, I don't really find Flip hilarious. I don't find Flip very good this season. He has some really bad moments like the end of the Washed Up and the entirety of House Flip. Yeah, there's a lot of he has pretty much some bad moments this season, and I kind of consider him to be the worst character of one of the worst characters of the entire show. Yeah, he's even worse than Benny, in my opinion. So overall, he's a really bad character this season, and I just don't like him that much in other episodes. Yeah, sometimes he can be a Mr. Krabs ripoff. Yeah. Bringing us to the top 25, unfortunately, is Myrtle. Now, this doesn't take away how good she was in season 3, but for me, she was so dang useless in some episodes. Look at Leader Direct. She's just kind of like say there as like a cameo. She only has a few lines and just talks to Papa for some scenes in the episode. Yeah, she only appears in the third act of the episode. Gigantic Ship only has a few lines and just has a cameo. Yeah, I kind of wish that they developed Myrtle a lot more this season than season 3, but unfortunately she's become one of the worst characters of the season. So yeah, she's in my bottom 3 at one of the worst. Definitely a bad character. Bringing us to number 24 is Zach. Now, before I actually called him as my second least favorite character of Lincoln's group, and I'm planning to do a Q&A for things like entry 14 about if he's actually worse than Rusty, because right now I consider Zach to be worse than Rusty this season. Yeah, Zach barely has any purpose. He doesn't really help too much in the situation. The 2 episodes where he just helped in the situation of Tales of Woe and Stella Monitor. The other episodes, he's just there for the story. Sometimes he's just there like say, oh, we just need Zach because he's part of Lincoln's group and we just gotta let him do here and do something in this episode. But yeah, most of his gags are not very good. I haven't found I don't have any fun. He doesn't really have any funny moments this season. Overall, he's very boring this season, and yeah, definitely the weakest of Lincoln's group this season. So yeah, the bottom 3, number 26 and number 24, are very bad characters. I hate these characters so much this season. But characters number 23 to number 16, I thought they're just okay characters. 15 to 1, they're good characters, yeah. Back to the goods. Anyways, if you like a character that's actually number 23, keep in mind, I kind of find him okay. At least he or she does something this season, unlike number 24 to 26. Or actually is a bad character. Or actually isn't a bad character. Anyways, let's go on. Number 23, Rusty. Now, I call him as the worst character in Lincoln's group because he has so many annoying gags throughout some episodes, like a few times in Be Sell My Heart or Back Out There. But yeah, this season he actually has some purpose in some episodes. Stall Monitor, he tried to help out Lincoln even though with that terrible running gag, but at least he tried to help out Lincoln and trying to stop his parent-teacher conference with Mr. Johnson. There in Tales of Woe, he tries to help out Stella, but he has some really dumb excuses about some piano teachers, about piano lessons, and he also tries to help out Clyde there in Brave the Last Dance if Emma actually has a crush on him. But yeah, Rusty has some But yeah, Rusty's still not very good as a character this season. He has some of these gags I didn't really like the part where he gets attacked by a turtle there in friends in dry places. But still, I still kind of find him useful this season. So that's why he's number 23 on my list. Number 22, Liam. Now my ranking on all the 26 main characters, I stated that Liam's actually one of my favorite characters in the group. But now this season, yeah, I kind of found him okay. He appears in some episodes where Lincoln does not appear, like in Senior Moment. And there's some episodes where I actually don't think he actually serves a purpose, like Snoop's on. But yeah, he has a lot of appearances and some decent funny moments. So yeah, he's number 22 on my list. Number 21, sorry, but Clyde's dads, Harold and Howard. Yeah, these characters are particularly worse than they were in season 2. In season 2, I kind of find them really good as characters. I consider them to be one of the best characters in the show. Yeah, even better than Lynn Jr. But now, yeah, I kind of found them really boring. Exchange of Heart didn't really make them funny again. All it does do is just make their comedy kind of boring. So yeah, although with a few decent moments this season, these guys are aren't really great as characters that much. Bringing us to the top 20, it ain't my heart to say this, but Lori. Yeah, Lori has a lot of really as particularly being bland as a character, I kind of now considered to be the worst Loud sister. Yeah, even worse than Lynn. Yeah, because when you look onto Lynn, she has some really good moments this season, like some parts. I mean, this season a lot all the time. She has some really good episodes, like good sports. She at least didn't get me on nerves. They're singled out. She at least has some nice support moments, like Game Off and a few parts in Washed Up and Wheel and Deal. Yeah, I wouldn't consider Lynn to be the best character in the show, but at least she's likable this season. But yeah, for some time, Lori, she's kind of boring as a character. I barely kind of like say root for her in these situations. Coop Dreams, can't hardly wait. I meant Senior Moment. I kind of find her kind of boring and annoying as a character sometimes. So yeah, overall, she's mixed this season. That's all I can say. Number 19, also it pains my heart to say this, but Lynn Loud. Yeah, my favorite character in the show is number 19 on my list. Now, this doesn't take away as my favorite character in the show, I'll tell you. Okay, but this season, there's some episodes he barely serves any purpose. There's some episodes this season where the sisters have episodes, but Lincoln just pointlessly pop on, like Deep Cuts and Community the Service. Yeah, Exchange of Heart, he kind of serves a bit of purpose, and he does appear at the end. But yeah, he doesn't really serve too much of a purpose in that episode either. So yeah, he just shows up for dumb gags like they're in a grave mistake and Deep Cuts. He has a point. When he becomes the main character, he has to team up with some other characters like Clyde or Lana. So yeah, that kind of takes a. I kind of find him a little bit more of a shadow than of his former self. So yeah, that's why he's one of the worst characters of the season. But yeah, he's in my bottom 10. But I do kind of find him more interesting than Lori. Number 18, Lisa. Now she has some really decent moments. She has some really good episodes. Some gags that don't work, and she can be kind of boring sometimes. Overall, she's still on number 18, at least better than Lincoln for me. Number 17, Luan. Now she has some episodes I like, and some episodes I kind of find okay, like A Pimple Plan, or some episodes I like Feast or Family. But when you look at her this season, yeah, when she appears, someone also is like say paired up with her, like Mr. Coconuts or Penny or some other character in the show. Yeah, I kind of want Luan to just have an episode just about herself. Only have the characters that she teams up the most only appear once, and then that's it. Thanks. So yeah, overall, Luan's is an okay character this season, but I kind of find most of her puns not very funny. Number 16, the finale for the okay character is Rita. Now at least she can. Now this season, that she's I'm kind of finding her like saying uninteresting in terms of episodes, but this season, yeah, she at least doesn't get on my nerves. I mean, there's only a few episodes where I didn't like her, like House Flip, and a few parts there in Room and Horde. But yeah, overall, she's been very decent as a character this season, and I kind of want some more episodes with Rita so that we can get some big development with her. Now we're getting to the good rounds. Yeah, 15 plus are characters that are actually really good this season. So yeah, so if you find a character that's actually number 15 and you're kind of baffled by the reason, but keep in mind, I still like that character. I'll still give him a thumbs up. Number 15, Mr. Grouse. Now he doesn't appear too much this season. He has some episodes where he's paired up with someone like Lynn Jr. But yeah, I wouldn't call Mr. Grouse as my favorite of the characters in the show, but at least he's likable and has some really good appearances in a few parts, like on thin ice. Number 14, Clyde. Yeah, this is a big one more, like say, big unpopular. I kind of prefer Clyde over Lincoln this season. Yeah, Clyde's a better character than Lincoln this season. Yeah, because there's some episodes this season where Clyde actually has a purpose, like Perfect Gig, and Lincoln actually doesn't have a purpose in some episodes. But yeah, here Clyde's more like say has better episodes than Lincoln for me. So yeah, that's why he's on higher than Lincoln. He's more like say more developed and has better episodes for me than Lincoln. Number 13 is Bobby. Now, his last appearance was there in Lucha Fever, yes. But I'm still looking forward to see his more episodes, see more appearances of him in the season 5 of the Loud House. Yeah, this season, yeah, he only has one episode, and I like that episode. And he has some decent interactions with the characters, and with like Ronnie Anne, Lori, or his mom. But I wouldn't call Bobby as one of my favorite characters, but at least he's better than Lori in terms of characters. Bringing us to number 12 is Ronnie Anne. Now, a lot of people thought this character was actually kind of bland in some episodes. But for me, I actually kind of like Ronnie Anne's character. I don't really love her too much in terms of a character, but I like her a lot. Yeah, there's some episodes I actually kind of like with her, and one with Lincoln, like Darren Shell Shock there, and Spice Who Loved Me. But yeah, Spice Who Loved Me, but in terms of everything this season, yeah, there are some bland episodes there in the Casa Grandes miniseries, like Lucha Fever or Power Play. But yeah, she has some decent interactions with her characters, and that's why she's pumped up more than Lincoln. She serves a purpose in some episodes, like Don't You Forget About Me, and in other episodes this season. Yeah, at least she's useful sometimes. Number 11 is lucky number 11. I gotta give it to the pets. Now these characters now 2 out of 4 of the pets actually got episodes this season. Charles and Walt. If you wanna watch Charles' episodes that was a month above. So yeah, in terms of how they're doing this season, they have decent funny gags. They're pretty much decent characters this season, and their episodes are actually really good, except for a month above. So overall, they're pretty much on my favorite characters list. Bringing us to the top 10 is Stella. Now she has some really good interactions with her characters. I like that episode, Tales of Woe, and she has some good appearances. And most of the episodes where Stella appears is way better than all the season 3 episodes focused on the boys. But yeah, I wouldn't really call Stella as top 5 favorite Loud House characters, but at least she's the best character in the group for me. Number 9, Lily. Yeah, the baby's number 9, and I prefer her over Lincoln. Yeah, because her episodes are really good. She has some nice interactions with Lola this season. Yeah, she got a team episode, and she got an episode focused on herself. So yeah, of course she's one of the best characters in the season. Number 8, Lynn Sr. Now there's some really good episodes with this guy, and his interactions with all of the characters are actually kind of good. He got some episodes, or he got them. There's a Clink and Cloud episode of the season focusing on them trying to find the case relating to Lynn Sr.'s restaurant. And there's an episode of the season where Lori's to have a job at Lynn Sr.'s restaurant, and Luan is getting into cooking now. But yeah, Lynn Sr. has some really good interactions with these guys. And yeah, of course, he's one of the best characters of the season. Sorry, I keep saying that all the time. Number 7, Pop. Now, he doesn't have too much appearances this season. He only appears in Jerry Antics and makes a cameo in Leader of the Rack and Tough Cookies. But he has some decent gags, and he has some nice interactions with Lisa there in Jerry Antics. So yeah, he's way higher on the list. compared to other characters. Number 6, Lucy. Now, yes, we have a great mistake, which is actually one of the worst episodes of the entire series, which I actually didn't like. But I still like Sandhastles, and that developed Lucy more as a character for me. So yeah, she's higher on the list than other characters. Bringing us to the top 5 is Lynn Jr. Now, she's no longer the worst sister, like I just said. But yeah, I wouldn't still consider Lynn as in my top 5 favorite Loud sisters, but she is likable and she has some really good roles this season. Yeah, that's all I can say. Number 4, Luna. Now, she doesn't have really a big amount of episodes. She only has 2, and 1 out of 2 is actually bad, and 1 out of 2 is actually good. Yeah, Deep Cuts is bad, Perfect Gig is good, and yeah, that's all I can say. And if Snoop's son actually butchered Luna as a character, then yeah, she wouldn't be in my top 5. But since they didn't butcher her as a character, and I like her plan in that episode, yeah, she's getting high on the list. Number top 3 is Lola. Now, I consider her to be worse than Lori in terms of character. Now, yeah, she's way higher on my list than favorite Loudest characters. Yeah, she's way better than Lisa, in my opinion. So yeah, a few days from now, I'm gonna update my ranking on the siblings. So yeah, she has some really funny moments this season and some really good episodes like Sister Act. So yeah, of course she has to make up the top 3. Our runner-up, Leni Loud. Yeah, she's still my second favorite character of the show, and she has some really hilarious jokes and some really good episodes. That's all I can say about Leni. She's still maintaining the greatness of her character since season 1 for me. Number 1, Lana. Now, this character has no bad episodes. Yeah, except for Wheel and Deal and One Above, I kind of find her to be a bit tolerable. Yeah, her gross out gags aren't really done too badly. There's some really hilarious gags with her and the siblings. I wouldn't consider Lana to be my favorite Loud sister, but at least in this season, she's very likable. Yeah, I hope they develop her more in season 5. So that's my ranking on all 26 main characters and how they did in season 4. Now, yeah, I wish these characters... Now, there's some characters this season that I actually want them to be redeemed in season 5, like Lincoln mainly. But yeah, I still do like all these yeah. Even though I consider Flip to be the worst character of the season, he still has some hilarious moments when there needs to be. So yeah, overall, this is my final list for all the characters this season. So yeah, how they did and blah 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 blah. Anyways, that's my ranking on all 26 main characters of the Loudest and how they did in season 4. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys, and yeah, I'm going back to episode reviews and I'm planning to do some other Q&A videos. One is gonna be about Lori. One's gonna be a comparison between Zach and Rusty. So yeah, that's all I can say. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next video I'm planning to do. So yeah, don't worry, this marathon I'm doing with vacation episodes and Merryman and Barnacle Boy episodes is still continuing. I'm not gonna stop, guys, I promise. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you next time. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Oh, and thanks for 46 subscribers.